I'm coming up here real quick, y'all, to bring complaining to you all again. Well, I'm not coming live to complain to you all, but I'm coming to tell you all to stop the complaining. Live in real time. You all already got the video message. You already saw the short. So I will come live to give you guys the opportunity to ask me questions or to give responses in real time. I hope everybody is doing well. It is a kind of hot, sunny day here in Chicago, Illinois. Forever Mimi, hello, beautiful. I'm happy you guys are here with me. Amelia, hello. Happy Friday to you. Actually, it is kind of hot, guys. So if y'all see me with my little towel, you'll know why. Not a towel, but my little napkin. Y'all know, just so I could dab here and there, because it get kind of hot. And I got my sunroof open too. So yeah. But I'm going to be up here real quick. Not a long time. Toya, hey, sweetheart. Hey. So guys, listen, I just wanted to come to you all to bring a Rosavina. Hi. I just wanted to come to you all today to bring again this topic of complaining, because I am tired of running into people who have a complaint about everything. Do you guys know somebody like that? They complain about everything. Bradley, hi. How are you? You said I need camera. I don't know what you mean, Bradley, when you say that. When you say I need a camera, like what? Oh, you saying I need to get a camera instead of using, I guess, what I'm using. Okay, I got you. But what I wanted to say to you guys is, listen, there are some people, they complain about everything. Everything, they complain about it. They complain about their job, they complain about their car, they complain about their house, they complain about their husband or their wife, they complain about their kids, they complain about how they look. There are certain body parts a person will have and they will complain about it. They are not happy with it. But I want to let you all know, you know what? You have to be happy with everything that you got. I don't care how major or how minor it is. Sherry, hey sweetheart. I haven't forgot, Sherry, to contact you. So I don't want you to think that. I just been very, very busy. But I did not forget about you. Um, Essence of Love, hey. I want you all to be happy with every single thing that you have, because every single thing that you have is by the grace and the mercy of God. Some of you all, you have what you have strictly off God's love for you, or strictly off God's favor in your life. How dare any one of us complain about what we have when there are some people, the little that we have, they don't even have that. They don't even have that. You all have to thank God for what you have right now, because if you didn't have it, and if it was suddenly stripped away from you, how would your attitude be? This is what you all have to pay attention to. Do you all know how it feels? Let me just give a reminder here while I am here on this live, because everybody needs a gentle reminder from time to time. Everybody is not in a position that you are. Some of you all, you don't really know what it's like to be without a car. You don't know what that's like. You don't know what it's like to stand on a bus stop in the hot sun or in a dead of winter, and every part of your body, especially your toes, your hands, they're freezing cold. You all, some of you all, you don't know what that is like. Some of you all, you don't know what it's like to have to call somebody on the phone and ask them to give you a ride to the grocery store or to a doctor's appointment. You don't know what that's like, because when you wake up and you take a shower and you get dressed, you go to your car. You don't know what it's like to stand in a hot sun with sweat dripping down your face and your neck and all on your clothes because you go and you get in your car. You don't know what it's like to have to wait on somebody to drive you around. You don't know what it's like to have to wait for a Uber or for a Lyft, or you don't know what it's like to have to spend an excessive amount of money to catch a Uber or a Lyft. You know why? Because you have a car. You may not have a luxury car. You may not have a car that has a perfect body to it. May have some rust, some dents, some bruises, maybe something that's scratched up, a couple of things that's broken, might have a crack in your tail light. It may be loud when you start it up, and when you drive it down the street, you might have one yellow door, the other door is blue, the bumper is green, but do you have a car? Are you waiting for somebody to come pick you up? Are you sitting on a pissy smell train while all types of riffraff is coming on the train? People are getting stabbed on the train. They are getting robbed on the train. Women have been assaulted on the train. Fights have kicked off on the train. Are you going through that? Do you have to deal with that? Are you experiencing that? No, you're not, because you can walk and get into your car. Why are some of you all, you're bragging about, you're complaining about your house, or you're complaining about your apartment, or you're complaining about your living arrangements? You may not live with the best people. You all may argue, you may go back and forth about certain items that somebody touched of yours, or they took it without your permission, or you just don't have privacy. But guess what? Do you have a roof over your head? Do you know what it's like to sleep outside under a viaduct? Do you know what it's like to sleep inside a tent on a nasty ground that people are spitting on and pissing on, and mice and rats are running around? Cars are driving by all day long. People are walking past, rolling their eyes at you and looking at you. Do you know what that's like? No, you don't, because you have a home. I don't care if you live with a cousin, if you live with an aunt, if you live with an uncle. I don't care if you all have 1 or 2 bedroom apartments and there's 6, 7, 10 of you all living in that 2 bedroom apartment. Do you know what it's like to live out on the streets under a viaduct or in a tent? Some of you all, you complain about your body part. You'll say stuff like, oh, I have ugly feet. I hate my feet. I hate my legs. I have my father's legs. I have my mother's legs. I don't like how my eyes look. I don't like how my hands look. Do you know what it's like to be an amputee? Do you know what that's like? Do you know what it's like to not have feet? Do you know what it's like to not have legs? Do you know what it's like to not have a hand? Seriously, it's serious like this. And this is why you have to watch what you out here saying. Power of life or death is in the tongue. And those that love it shall eat the fruits thereof. That's the word of God. This is not my opinion. This is in the Bible. And so you all need to start paying attention to how you're speaking about the things that you have. No, it's not perfect for everybody. No, it's not comfortable for you where you live at. No, your car is not all that. You may be that man or woman that's getting laughed at and that's getting clowned because of the type of car that you drive. You may be embarrassed because you do want a better car. Some of you all, it's not even about you having a luxury car. You just want to have a car that is more kind of eye candy, or just more attractive. But the bottom line is this: is your car getting you from point A to point B? Are you waiting for somebody to come pick you up? Are you standing on a bus stop in the winter, in the hot summer? Are you getting on a bus where it's so crowded you can barely move? People are pushing past you. People are hitting you. People are cussing you out because you're not getting out of their way when they're trying to go to the back of the bus to get a seat, or you're on the train going to work, or you're going to the store, you going to run an errand, and people are looking at you and they stepping on your feet. People are coughing. People deal with this all the time that don't have a car. I remember when I didn't have a car. I remember how it felt. I remember how bad it hurt my feelings when I had to get on the phone and call a friend or a family member to come pick me up and give me a ride. Because you know what happened? And I'm going to keep it real with some of you all. I got stood up sometimes. I would get showered, I would get dressed. A couple of times I got my kids dressed and I had to take them to doctor's appointments. And I called a particular family member or a friend for them to come pick me up. And then they would ghost me. They would say they were on their way, and I would sit and sit and sit and sit and wait and wait and wait and wait. And then me and my kids would be sitting there fully dressed. A couple of times I bust in tears because I'm like, how could a friend do me like this? They didn't even see the importance of me having to take my son and my daughter to the doctor. No, they didn't owe me anything. No, I'm not entitled to anything. Anything that you are like getting in your life right now is extra, it's a bonus, it's a blessing. Yes, it's a blessing. It's a bonus. And you know why I say that? Because I know some of you all, you're going to say the smart Alex. You're going to say, no, everything I got it because of me. I get up and I go to work every day. But who gave you the strength? Who's keeping your health intact for you to get your tail out the bed to go to work? God is. Do you know that you could get cut down at any point? Do you know that your health can be snatched away from you and you can't even move and get out the bed? It happens to people all day, every day. So that's why I'm here live to give you all another reminder about the seriousness of your complaining. What has your complaining got you? Where has your complaining taken you? Okay, so what? You had to help out a neighbor. So what? You had to babysit somebody's son or daughter. So what? You had to mow a neighbor's lawn. So what? You had to clean up behind somebody that left dishes in the sink. What you put out is what you're going to get back. Why are you complaining about how you look in the mirror? Why are you complaining about your feet? Why are you complaining about your legs when there's people walking around that don't have any feet, any legs? They have to wait for somebody to push them around in a wheelchair. Some people are amputees and they don't even have the money to get a prosthetic leg or prosthetic feet. And you see them in the streets with nubs while they sitting in a wheelchair and people are rolling their eyes at them. They are walking past them. Count your blessings. Stop complaining. Stop murmuring. Stop grumbling. Stop getting angry because you have to help somebody. You better thank God that you're in a position to bless somebody. I never thought the world would get to a point where people are getting an attitude because they had to bless somebody or they had to help somebody. If you are the man or woman that somebody came to and they asked for a couple of dollars or you had to help somebody, that should bring tears to your eyes. You should be happy. That should lift your spirits up to the point where you look at yourself and say, you know what? I am so thankful that I am in a position to where somebody could come to me and ask me for a couple of dollars and I have it to give it to them. Somebody can come and ask me for something to eat and I fill their belly with food. No, I'm not talking about people that's using you. I'm not talking about people that's taking advantage of you. You all are intelligent. You all are not dumb. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Just stop complaining. Stop getting angry because you don't have the house that you want. If you have a house and you're living in that house, and I don't care if you live with somebody else, is a roof over your head. Are you subjected to the shelter life? Let me explain to some of you all who don't know what it's like to live in a shelter. You are told what to do morning, noon, and night. Do you know how that feels? You a full grown man and woman and somebody telling you got to do a chore. You could have just came home from school. You could have just got back to that shelter. Oh, I'm not ashamed. All praise, all thanks be to God in heaven because his grace and mercy and his favor has been over my life. But when I tell you all, I have not had a easy life. I'm not telling you that I've been out here in the mud though. I had a mother and father that took very good care of me and my siblings, but when I got grown, I went through some things. things. I didn't go through some things. That's kind of cute when you go through some things. Now, baby, I went through some things. But one thing about me is I had my integrity intact. I was not willing to have sex with a man to get rent paid. I've never done that in my life. And that's not to crap on any woman that has done it. I'm telling you that to inspire you, to let you know that when you wholly and solely depend on God, and when you trust God, God is going to take care of you. The word of God says he gives us our daily bread. The Bible also says don't go making plans. I'm paraphrasing. Don't go making plans about what you're going to eat or what you're going to wear or where you're going to lay your head tomorrow or next week. For a man has enough troubles in one day. So God is telling you, no, don't sit up here planning what you're going to do tomorrow or the day after that. I give you your daily bread. God is giving you today, right now, on this Friday, August, whatever date this is. Today, God has given you your daily bread. You all have probably already ate. You have access to water. You got your clothes on. You got your shoes on. You were able to get to work. Whether you got a ride, whether you got your car. You can call your car raggedy all you want. Let other people laugh. Let God take care of that. Let them laugh at your car. Let them talk about your car. God will handle everybody. We all get our turn. Every last one of us on this earth, we get our turn. You want to clown people. You want to talk about people. You want to look down on people. You want to embarrass and expose people because they not living a life that you live in. They don't have the money in their bank account that you got in your bank account. You will have your turn before you die and leave this earth where you see how it feels. You want to talk about people that's homeless. You want to talk about people that's in shelters. You want to expose them. You want to raise yourself up to feel better about yourself. And you want to call somebody trifling. You want to call somebody lazy. You want to call somebody a broke B or a bum B or a bum nigga or whatever y'all saying, calling them a Pookie or Ray Ray or a Dusty. You will, sir or ma'am, have your turn because what you're putting out is what's going to come back to you. And if it does not hit you directly, it will hit your children or it will hit your grandchildren. Watch yourself. Be thankful. Stop grumbling. Stop complaining. Stop murmuring. That's why I'm here live. To give you all a reminder and to put this in your psyche, to put this in your spirit, to put this in your heart. Tattoo it on your heart. Stop complaining. Like I said, you talking to a woman that was in several shelters, and I am not ashamed. I don't care who talk about it. I don't care who took a picture. I don't care who had the video footage. I don't care what somebody's perception is of me or what they think about me. All I'm saying is that it's a roof over my head. I got a roof over my head. I don't care if I got to live with a family member. I don't care if I got to live with 10 people. I got a roof over my head. I ain't in the streets. I ain't under a viaduct. I'm not sleeping in no tent. You could say what you want to say. You could think what you want to think. Who cares what you think? People don't think. Seriously, people don't think. You all don't know how that feel for somebody to come tell you, oh, you got a chore. You done worked all day, 8 or 9 hours. You done been in class all day. You just made it to that shelter. And they telling you, oh, you got to do your chore. If you don't do a chore, you going to get rolled up. You a full-grown man or woman. You got kids. If you living in that raggedy apartment or that raggedy house, as you call it, if that's what you doing, you better thank God that you up in there, because it ain't nothing nice when you live in a shelter. You got to worry about when you leave, if somebody's going to go in your room and steal your stuff. If you got good stuff, beautiful clothes, perfume, nice shoes. Because see, you don't have to look like what you go through, but that's something that you have to worry about when you in a shelter. All the staff in shelters is not going to let you take a lock and lock your door, because you know what? They want access to it. Why does some of the staff want access to it? Because some of them are thieves. Some of them are liars. They want to go in your room. They want to sift through your stuff. Staff in shelters, just like other women or men that live in shelters, they study you. They watch you. They want to see how you dress. And they know your schedule. They know when you go to work. They know when you go to school. They know how long you're going to be gone. If you got that weekend pass, because there's some shelters, they give you a weekend pass. Okay, it was shelters I was in. If you was a married woman, you got a shelter pass to go with your husband for the weekend. You could leave Friday and come back Sunday evening at 6 o'clock. Some of them you don't have to be married, but you can still get that weekend pass. And guess what? If you was gone for 2 or 3 days, somebody can go in your room and clean it out. I remember one time when I went in the shelter, God had really used some things to humble me. It wasn't even that necessarily I couldn't stay with family. It was just I chose to not be a burden and stay with family. That's real talk. But I'm going to tell you, I remember one time I was at school. I was going to school right here in Chicago, downtown. And I remember I came back home. I had a very long day. My day would start at 4:30 in the morning. And sometimes I wasn't getting back to that shelter to 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. But I remember going into my room. All my clothes was thrown around my room. And then somebody had took a razor blade, cut up some of my pants, cut up some of my blouses, cut up some of my scrubs, my uniforms. Because I was going to school downtown to be a medical assistant and a phlebotomist. Just for those who don't know about a little bit about my background and a couple of knots that I have under my belt. But I was going to school, getting prepared to do my clinicals at Rush University here in Chicago. And when I got back to that shelter, somebody had ripped up several pairs of my jeans, blouses, and my scrubs. And you know what they did? They folded them up really nice and neat and put them back in my little Rubbermaid container. And day by day, every time I took a shower and went to get dressed, it was holes and rips in some of my stuff where they cut it. Then somebody had took my Victoria's Secret body spray and they pissed in it and poured bleach in it. And they took a dirty used panty liner and threw it in my bin of clothes. This is not stuff that I'm telling you all to feel sorry for me. I'm not telling you all this stuff to sensationalize anything. I'm telling you all this to prove a point. Don't complain. Your situation can be a lot worse than what you think. That season of my life was very humiliating, but it taught me compassion. It taught me to be more quiet. It taught me to watch what I said about other people. It taught me patience. It taught me endurance. It gave me strength. It made me get to know God for who He was. God protected me. Oh, you could cut up my clothes. You could piss in my Victoria's Secret body spray. You could take off your dirty, nasty panty liner because they didn't like the fact I would talk about God. And oh, you miss goody two shoes. And I was the only person that would get up and be productive in doing something. A lot of them women, they were sitting there all day long gossiping. I would leave out at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning and they would be sitting on the couch. I kid you not, when I would get back to the shelter at 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, some of them would be sitting in the same clothes in the same position. But all thanks be to God. My thing is, stop complaining. I don't have no complaints about nothing. Other people will complain about your life. Let me just make this very clear to you all. Other people will complain about your life. Other people will be overly vocal about your life. They will be overly vocal about who they think you are. They will be overly vocal about mistakes they feel you made and how much more advanced they feel you should be. But I'm going to tell you, guess what? It's not up to somebody else to complain about your life because you got to be busy living your own life. When you are a busybody, the Bible talks about being a busybody. When you are a busybody and you putting your mouth on people and they situations, God be with you. Because again, you're going to get your turn. You're going to get your turn. You're going to get your turn. And if you are living in the shelter right now, and if your living arrangements are uncomfortable, you still better be on your face crying and thanking and praising God. Because to be controlled and told when to go to bed, in the shelter, you're told when to wake up. If it's a fire drill, guess what? If you naked, you got to leave out. Because when that fire drill happened and they set off that alarm, if you don't leave out, they didn't care if you was in a shower or not. If you did not leave out, you got put out. That's real talk. That's real talk. I'm not saying this stuff to sensationalize it. I'm telling you all the truth. You can investigate it if you think I'm lying. Call up some shelters here in Chicago, and then you find out. Now, stuff probably has changed a great deal because COVID hit. You're not going to see a lot of people really too much going to shelters like that because of COVID. They stopped a lot of that. Okay, I don't even know what's really going on in the shelter system. I have not been in a shelter in 9 years. The last time I was homeless was 9 years ago, almost 10 years ago, might be 10 by now. But that was a while ago. But it's still embedded in my memory. God will allow you to go through something and you will never forget it because it keeps you humble. And the minute, the second, the moment that you get high and mighty and you start trying to get uppity and prideful, God will have to send reminders to you to remind you where he brought you from. God would do this to people in the Bible. Did you all know that? When people in the Bible would raise up and they would down talk people and they would speak against people that were doing things and working on the Sabbath day, Jesus had to remind them what he brought them from. He had to remind the homosexuals how he delivered them. He had to remind the thieves of how he forgave them. He had to remind the drunkards of where they came from. So who am I? Who are you? Watch yourself out here in these streets. Watch yourself. Watch who you put in your mouth on. Watch who you out here talking about. Every single bit, every single drop of oil that God have placed on me in my life, I paid for it. I paid for it. I paid for it. And it still ain't over. Nothing with the anointing and the power of God is going to be given to you for free. But if you are being protected and guided by God, you still got something to be thankful for. Even through tears as a child of God, even through humiliation, even through losses, even through rejection. Can somebody hashtag even through? Even through it all, you still should not be complaining. You still should not be complaining. You still should be content. You still should be content. So today, I'm serving notice on every last one of you with love, of course, because I'm not here to attack you all. I love you all. That's why I can freely share this stuff. I'm not ashamed or embarrassed about nothing I've been through. I don't care what you ever hear about me. Can't nobody use nothing about my past against me. I'm not embarrassed or ashamed. I have a testimony. It's tea to you, but it's a testimony to me. Your testimony will help to deliver other people. Your testimony will help to free other people. Your testimony will help to teach people. Through it all, Kiki don't have nothing to complain about. Do I feel defeated sometimes? Do I feel discouraged sometimes? Do I want to cry sometimes? Yes. Yes, I do. Do I want to throw in a towel and give up sometimes? Yes. Yes, I do. But do I have anything to complain about? No, I don't. And if I did complain about something, because we have found ourselves unconsciously complaining, but it's not at the level where you all might think. When I find myself at a certain place, I have to check myself and say, you know what, God, you done brought me too far. I got this, I got this. I have to start counting my blessings. If you ever find yourself in a position or in a place where you forget about your struggle and you have forgot about where you have come from and you forgot about the things that God has done for you, you better start going back to where God brought you from. The Bible says where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. So today, be free. Be free. Stop allowing what you came out of and what you experienced to keep you held captive and in bondage and ashamed and embarrassed. You need to boast about your weaknesses and where you used to be, because it was a purpose behind it. You would not be able to appreciate your raggedy house or that family member you got to stay with or your raggedy car had you not went through not having a place to stay or not having a car or not having food. If you have complained about your children and you have not been the best mother or the best father, okay, you still have to look at it and say, God, It's a reason why you bless my womb for my children to pass through me. Even if you do nothing but make an example, not out of me, but if you make an example with my children that you bless my womb with, you still should not complain. There are people who are crying and praying and begging God to touch their womb so they can have a baby. Do you know how certain women can feel when they look at a woman in the streets that's a crack addict but she's pregnant, but they struggling with their husband and they can't get pregnant? And there are people walking around with beautiful children and they hate their kids. They hate their children. They complain about them. They don't want to be bothered. But it's people that want to take your place. They want to have children. They don't care if they had one baby. If they had one son or one daughter or just one set of twins, they would be okay with that. The point that I'm making is that yes, our kids get on our nerves. Yeah, you get irritated with your kids, you get irritated with your family, but it's some people, they don't even have that. I have talked to people, their entire family is dead. A lot of people in my family is gone. A lot of people in my family is gone. So if you got that big, large family, God bless you. You are blessed. Stop complaining. Stop complaining. Stop complaining. Stop being embarrassed. Stop being ashamed. Stop allowing other people to come and make you feel ashamed of what you came from. Some people have integrity. I'm sorry, this, like I said, this is not no shade to no woman. I wasn't willing to lay on my back and have sex with no man to get rent paid or to have a roof over my head. I said, I'm about to pack up and go to a shelter. I didn't want to go live with family members because I didn't like being told what to do. I didn't want to at the time go live with certain cousins, and I knew they didn't like me, especially the jealous female cousins. I'm just telling y'all real stuff because I know it will help somebody. Don't mistake nothing that I'm telling you. It's to help you. It's to help you. You better be thankful. You better be thankful. And you better hope and pray to God that you never experience how it feels to live in a shelter, to be told what to do. It was women that I saw humiliated in shelters, where if they had a fire drill, the rule was, even if you taking a shower, you got to get out the shower and you better wrap a towel or your robe around you, and you had to go stand outside. And neighbors was laughing, people was driving past pointing, looking. They dealt with that. Rose, thank you so much. God bless you, sweetheart. I'm telling you all, you got to pay attention to this stuff. I seen women half naked standing outside when we had a fire drill at shelters. I remember this stuff, and like I told y'all, last time I was homeless was like 10 years ago. I done been through some things. I'm telling y'all. I haven't even told y'all everything because some stuff I'm just going to keep for myself. It's not for the world to know. But when God leads me and directs me, there are certain things that I will share because I know that it's going to help somebody. And like I said, if you are homeless in a shelter right now, you might be out in the streets. It's just a season of your life. It's a moment of your life. It's a season. God will use certain things to humble you, or God will use you to keep you humble. It's not to punish you. It's not because God hates you. It's not because you are unworthy. Okay? It's simply because God wants to humble you. You all better go read the book of Exodus. You all better read about the Israelites and all that time that they were in the wilderness. God put them in the wilderness for a purpose. He put them in the wilderness to humble them, to teach them about strength and endurance. But let me tell you how good God is. You might be homeless. You might be in a shelter. You might not have everything that you need. But one thing I love about God, I don't care if you got 2 pair of jeans and 2 shirts, and you got that 1 good pair of shoes. Baby, you better wash your stuff. I don't care if you got to wash your panties and your bra, or your tank top and your boxer drawers in the sink. Baby, you better wash your behind, do your hair the best way you can. I don't care if you got about the cheapest body spray that you can get. I don't care if it was $2 or $3 or $5. You better take your shower, do your hair, wash that one or two little outfits that you got, and you better put a smile on your face. And you better go out here and represent yourself with the highest level that you possibly could represent yourself. You don't walk around here because you going through with your head down. You don't try to set it up for people to feel sorry for you. I never played this type of game with people. When I tell people some of my testimony, people don't even believe it. They be like, Kiki, you a liar. I can't even see you in that situation because I didn't look like what I went through. And one thing I love about God, God will preserve you. God will preserve your clothing. God will preserve your shoes. He will preserve you. You will be in a situation unscathed and untouched. And see, this is why I tell people, you can't be jealous of other people. Stop being jealous of other people. Stop being, Dean, thank you so much. Stop being jealous of other people because you don't know their life. When people saw me out in public, they had no idea what I was dealing with. They had no idea what I was up against. Programs were not catered to me. People would say, oh, Kiki, you know, it's programs that can help you. You didn't have to be in that position. The devil is a liar. You know what I was told when I was looking for housing and when I was looking for certain things? You know what I was told? Well, you know what, Miss Tolbert, you're not a drug addict or alcoholic. They have houses in Section 8 ready for the people that are convicted felons that just got out of jail, or they are alcoholics, or they are drug addicts. Ain't that crazy? How the system is rigged and set up for you to just stay a failure. That was mind-boggling to me. I got into a very heated argument with a woman on staff one day. Me and her was in her office going toe-to-toe with each other because I had been in the shelter for more than 5 or 6 months. They kept giving me extensions, and I'm seeing women move out like flies. Like they was just like dominoes getting knocked down. But me and my kids still there. I'm like, wait, hold on. What's going on? Why am I still here? And the staff lady said, well, Miss Tolbert, you're not going to get certain housing. And the new houses and the Section 8, I've never in my life had Section 8. But I filed for it numerous times and kept getting rejected for it. But they told me, oh, well, the women that you see leaving out, a lot of them have struggled with drugs and alcohol addiction. I'm like, I thought we supposed to be drug and alcohol free. I thought that was the point. They was telling me, oh, well, no, that's what it is. They are catering to the women that have drug and alcohol problems and issues. And that's who they gave the housing to. That's who they gave the housing to. That's who they blessed with apartments and with houses and with Section 8. But you know what? I waited and I was patient. I had never turned my back on God because you know what I looked at? I said, God, that's not what you want for me. Y'all got to look at situations like that. Some stuff God does not want you to have to be in a position where you are constantly told what to do or where people can control your livelihood. Yes, women were getting townhouses and rehabbed apartments. They gave a woman a 4-bedroom townhouse with Section 8 and a brand new van. She had 4 or 5 kids. And they gave that to her. And they gave it to her. WB, no, I didn't go to Jones commercial. But they gave it to her. And when they gave it to her, I had to sit back and I had to think to myself. I said, but that woman has no idea the control they're about to have over her life. Now, some of y'all, you just correct me. Check me if I'm wrong in the comment section. I've never in my life had Section 8. But I was told that with Section 8, the government has control over you. That when you get that voucher First of all, they telling you who can and can't live in your house. That's number one. And then number two, I heard they do inspections. Like your house got to be tip top clean from top to bottom. They do an inspection once a year. So if you got a man living with you, ladies, and that man wasn't on that Section 8 voucher, you got to pack up his stuff and you got to hide it. Or if they see it, okay, when they come in there, the inspector, you lie and be like, oh, that's my uncles, that's my brother. They stand with me for a couple of days. But I heard they got control over you. I heard you can get a Section 8 voucher and they put you in a beautiful home. They put you in a beautiful apartment and you unpack your stuff. You settle in with your kids. And 3 months later, they could tell you, oh, you got to move. We're going to send your voucher to this other building. It could be 6 months later. It could be 1 year later. But I have heard this from different people about Section 8. I have heard that that's how the government treats you. And so when I saw people getting that, I said, okay, well, God, that's probably not what you want me to be dealing with. You don't want me to deal with that. You don't want me to experience that. Listen, what God has for you is for you. You can't keep your eyes on what everybody else got going on because you all don't know why they have that particular thing. It's not for you to understand why somebody else got something in particular that you did not. It's not for you to understand it. You just better thank God that certain hits that you saw other people taking, or even certain blessings, or what appeared to look like a blessing, if you didn't get it, baby, it wasn't meant for you to get it. Because I don't know how I would deal with that, with somebody being able to control me and tell me, you got to move 3 months later. You get to the point, I know people that got Section 8, they have gotten so accustomed to moving that when they finally do settle in, they don't even unpack their boxes. They live out of the box within their apartment or their house, because at any moment, Section 8 can come at them and be like, well, we finna move you here, or we finna move you there. Or then all of a sudden they'll take your voucher from you and say, oh, now you got to pay market rate rent. And what they doing around the country now since COVID, they are no longer accepting Section 8 in a lot of areas. They are no longer accepting it in a lot of areas. Just to let y'all know. And so I just wanted to come here and pop in on you all and let you all know that your complaining is not going to get you anywhere. Only those who are appreciative, only those who are grateful, only those who are thankful will go further in life. You cannot spend your life and your time complaining about what you don't have and what is not the way you feel it should be. All you need to do is just be thankful and be grateful for what you have. Because everything that you have it by the grace of God. God's grace is everything, and it's underrated actually. His grace and his mercy is underrated. It's underrated. There are some children out here, they are not grateful. They are not grateful. Their parents will work their fingers to the bone. They will give them everything, and they will go out here and complain about the fact that their parent didn't buy them a pair of Jordans, or their parent didn't get them a pair of Yeezys that they wanted. But they not looking at the fact, okay, you got shoes. You trying to keep up with how kids look in your school. And parents, stop feeling guilty. Stop letting your kids manipulate you. Stop letting your children manipulate you and make you feel like you have to spend $300 or $400 on a pair of Jordans for them, or $200 on a pair of Jordans for them. You don't have to do anything. If you choose to do that, that's a bonus, but that's your choice. Teach your kids to stop complaining. Teach your kids to be grateful. Thank God that a lot of us parents, the millennials that are parents, okay, we are not strict with children that are not the type to finish their full meal. Because those of you up here that are 80s babies, or you were born in the early 90s or below, you're born in the early 90s, you're born in the 80s, or you're born in the 70s and below that, we are the ones that were raised to eat all our food on our plate. We were forced, even if we didn't want it, even if we didn't like it. The kids that we have birthed out and that we are raising, we let it ride. We could cook them a meal and they'd be like, Mama, I don't like this. This is nasty. And we're like, okay, get up from the table. We let them throw it in the garbage. So we not strict like that, like our grandparents and like our parents were. But the point I'm making with that is you still need to teach your kids to be grateful. You don't have to buy your kids crab legs. I don't care if your kids do like crab legs. If you know you really, really can't afford that, okay? And you know that you ain't got no EBT card or no SNAP benefits, then you better get your kids food. Make sure they eat. As long as your kids eat, that's it. I'm even tired of running into parents that's stressing out, emptying out their bank accounts for they ungrateful, murmuring, grumbling, complaining kids. Are you kidding me? As long as your child eat, that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. So that's what I'm telling you all. A woman or a single man. Stop complaining saying, where's my husband? Where's my wife? You better thank God that you a single man or a single woman right now in this season of your life. And for some, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. I get it. I get it. It's been a very long time. But what you got to pay attention to is that it is a blessing to be single. I tell you all the time, we are not accountable for anybody else. We are only accountable for ourselves. We are only responsible for ourselves. Do you know how big of a blessing that is? It's a burden. It's a weight on you. It could be a beautiful burden. Marriage ain't nothing to be ashamed of. It's not bad being married. It's not bad having a lot of kids or kids. But what I'm saying is that it is a blessing in being a single man or woman. You don't have all the constant judgment over your head for mistakes that you make. Nobody is in your ear like, why you doing this? Why you doing that? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? You lazy. You didn't cook. You didn't clean up the house today. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. Because you don't have to answer to nobody. You leave out your house by yourself every day. You come home by yourself. You make a mistake because you still immature in a certain area. You don't have to worry about getting judged by your husband or by your wife. Let's keep it real. All of us have a level or a component in us that has not yet matured. We have certain aspects of us that are immature. And when you marry, your spouse, they gonna come at your head. They gonna come at your neck about that. And they're supposed to. You're supposed to be held accountable by your husband or by your wife. You're not living life on your own terms. You are living life with your husband or with your wife. They have all rights to come and check you on stuff that you are not doing right. But I'm talking to the single people. I'm mixing it in with the complaining. I told y'all I see stuff, things come to me in layers. I can't help it. But if you complaining about being a single man or woman, you better count your blessings. Because once you do get married, if that's what God has in your destiny in these end times, you will never go back to the life you have now. You gonna be working. It's so much work in a marriage. You got to stay on top of it. You got to stay on top of it when you marry. You got to stay on top of it. I'm not saying every day you got to be perfect. But I'm sorry, ladies, when you single, you could lay around. I tell y'all this all the time. I have told y'all this in other lives. You could lay around. As a man, you could lay around. You could be a single man or woman. You ain't take a shower for that day. It ain't no judgment coming to you. It would behoove you to take a shower before you leave out that house door and go into public. Because you don't need to be dirty. You don't need to be stinking. You don't need to be offensive to nobody. But if you in the house all day and you a single man or woman and you be like, I ain't going nowhere today. I'm not finna take a shower. My hair all over my head. Who's judging you? There is no judgment that comes to you. Try to pull that with your husband or your wife. It might not go that great for you. Your husband gonna come at your head, lady. Your man don't want to smell you. Your woman don't want to smell you. That's real talk. They don't want to smell your breath. They don't want to smell your body. They don't want to smell your hair. I'm going to tell you, those of y'all that got long hair and this stick, I want y'all to come and comment. If you got long hair or you got real thick hair, you got to stay on top of washing your hair. I have to stay on top of washing my hair because too much time can't pass. Like I try to wash my hair every week and a half or maybe like every couple of weeks. 2 weeks is pushing it. My hair will smell because I have a lot of hair and it's thick. You got to stay on top of it. You got to stay on top of it. Shane, I feel you. Said you wash your hair once a week. If I wash my hair once a week, it would dry it out. But once every week and a half. I can go like a week and a half. But see, in the summertime, it's like that when the heat, like my sunroof is open, but the heat beaming down on my hair. Y'all see this? It would have a smell to it. My hair is like carpet. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see? Just, oh my God. Just, I mean, like it would smell. I'm just telling y'all the truth. I'm telling y'all the truth. So what I'm saying is that you don't cook, you don't clean up. As a single man or woman, who's judging you? Who coming at your head about it? Nobody. If you're not about to have no company over, if you live in filth, that's your business. Nobody's coming to say nothing to you. You don't have to explain yourself to nobody. But you can't live like that when you marry. You can't be on the phone all day, ladies, talking to your girl when you marry. You can't. Your husband. I feel you, Maria. Me neither. I stay on top of it. I don't care whether I leave out or not. But you know, I got to come from all angles because I know everybody not like that. I don't care whether I don't leave out or not. I'm getting in that shower. But I'm telling y'all, the whole thing is when you single, all your bumps and bruises and hits that you taking them alone. You learning about yourself. You growing up by yourself. You learning your triggers. You learning what make you cry, what make you laugh, what you do like, what you don't like. You have time and an opportunity to work on your mistakes. Do you all know how many people are married and they did not work on their mistakes and now they at each other's throats every day? Every day they at each other's throats because they did not go through this process. They didn't go through a season of singleness. And if they were single before they got married, they weren't single for a really long time. That don't apply to everybody. There was some people who were who were single for 5 or 10 or 20 years and then they got married. But I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about some people, they might have been single for 5 or 6 months, 1 or 2 or 3 years. That's not a long time to me. Being single for 5 years is not a long time. But those of us that's been in this for 8, 10, 15, 20 plus years, I'm talking to y'all. That's who I'm talking to. You better thank God in your singleness. It's a blessing in your single season. When you want to go and spend money, all you got to do is worry about yourself. You don't have to answer to nobody about the money you spend. You jerk off some money. You went and you cleaned out your bank account. I don't condone going to the casino, but I know some of y'all buy y'all scratch offs. Y'all go to the casino. Okay, whatever. My point is you jerked off your money. Your husband or wife is not about to confront you and be like, babe, why you just jerk off all the money? That was our rent money. That was our grocery money. That was our car note money. That was our mortgage money. You know why your husband or wife is not going to come to you and say that? Because you don't have one. Hello. Real talk. You don't have one. And you should be happy. You can sit back and take that hit and still be at peace. Like, okay, I jerked off my check. I just got my check. It was $1,800. It was $2,500. My check this week was $3,000. I jerked off every penny of that $3,000. I jerked off every penny of that $2,500. I jerked off every penny of that $700, $800, $900 check. And you sit with that. You sit with yourself. You got to deal with you. You got to look at yourself in the mirror. But you ain't got no husband standing here next to you. What the F wrong with you? Why would you go and take the money? Now what we finna do? Now I gotta call my mother on the phone to get the rent money. I gotta call my boy. I gotta go take out a loan at the bank. I gotta go to checking the cash. Whatever they at. Y'all know these loan stores and these people you go to, they loan you the money in a payday loan. You ain't got your wife in your ear. Why the F would you go take the money and spend it? We got to pay the rent for this month. August just got here. Y'all know how this go. I'm here to remind y'all, God have created me to do what I do. I bring stuff to people's memory. I bring stuff to the forefront, okay? I got to tell y'all this stuff because some of y'all forgetting. And don't let this ugly, dirty world, this perverse world, try to shame you for being single. And you have set yourself up. You have built a prison around yourself of complaining. You better be praising God. I wake up in the morning like, man, God, sometimes I fantasize like, oh man, that'd be nice if I had a guy. If I had my dude on my arm and we could ride around, go to the lakefront, go out to dinner. Quiet as it's kept, you could do that now. But do that mean that you take claim to the person? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm being silly. But I'm just still saying it's singles out here that's like that. They'll be like, yeah, I got a companion, but we not together. That's just kind of weird to me. It's weird behavior. It's weird because I feel like, why would I be connected to a man? What are we? I mean, like, and people make jokes about that. Like, oh yeah, fellas, after you deal with a lady, she be laid up in your bed. Like, what are we? That's for the fornicators. But I'm saying it's fornicating Christian men and women. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about those of us that ain't fornicating. And we've been single for a long time. We think about it. I think about it like, man, that'd be nice to have my dude, have a guy. I go out here, we kick it, and we hang out and have some fun. But it's like, to me, I like to do stuff that makes sense. If it's not going into marriage, to me, it doesn't make sense. A friend is one thing, but I still think it's a fine line with that, because if a man is hanging out with a woman or a woman is hanging out with a man and y'all both really are clear and y'all free and y'all single, it's like a fine line between it. Because if y'all be like, okay, we don't want to be exclusive, we're not an item, we're not a couple. If y'all be like, oh, we friends, it's still weird, and you still got to be careful with that, because of the fact the more you kick it with them and the more you hang with them, you're gonna start to get attracted to them. You're gonna like them. Y'all already know that this is human nature. The more time you spend with somebody and y'all learning about each other and y'all laughing and y'all talking, you're going to become attracted to them. You're going to like them. This is why I don't agree. If it's a man that I'm not attracted to or I don't like to be in the presence of that man, because I don't want to play with nobody's time, their emotions, or give them the hope that I'm going to be with them. That's just why I don't date. This is why I just stay by myself. This is why I stay to myself. I don't play these games that single people be out here playing. I be seeing single people here, they sleeping with 3 or 4 different people. They playing games with different people. They got this person at their crib. They got this person Friday. Like tonight, they gonna have one person at their house. Then tomorrow, they gonna have a totally different person. Then they gonna be over here with this person. Then they gonna be having sex with that person. Or if they ain't having sex with that person, they doing some sexual stuff with this person. Like, it's weird. It gets weird. But there's definitely a separation with the single people. Those that are in Christ. There are those of us that are set apart from the set apart. That's real talk. That's real talk, and that's biblical. That's biblical. The tares is definitely in the midst of the wheat. That's real talk. But y'all better stop playing games out here. I ain't about to complain about my single life. You got to be secure with that. I don't care what nobody's saying about me. I don't care. Yeah, it's nice to fantasize. And I'll be like, oh, he cute. He is fine. Baby, and I move on with my life. It's just easier. I just move on with my life. But whatever God got for me, I told you I'm also at a level where I am open. If God do something in my life and God be like, okay, daughter, you've been by yourself long enough. It's getting time. Oh, okay, fine. I'm open to that. But me just going ahead like, yeah, I'm finna get a man. Nope, I'm not doing none of that. I'm not, and I'm okay with it. You gotta be okay with that. Stop playing games with these people. People are coming up missing. Y'all think this stuff in life is a joke. Y'all really don't believe in the end times. You don't believe it. Y'all not in the spirit. Get in the spirit. Start praying. Start going to God. You're going to find out a whole bunch of stuff that's going on. Don't be ignorant. Don't be in the dark. Don't be in the dark. People coming up missing. People out here getting unalived. Simply dating because they was playing with somebody's emotions. This ain't no game. If you don't like somebody, leave them the hell alone. Leave these people alone. Get your lust in check, fellas. Get your lust in check, ladies. Get it in check. I'm telling y'all, get it in check. Get it in check. I'm just letting y'all know the real. Stop complaining. It's beauty in your singleness. I have accomplished more in my life being single. I've been single for 14 years. It's coming up on 15, I believe 15 years, September 25th of this year. So that's next month. Oh, I've been single and celibate for a long time. A very long time. But I'm going to tell you something. I have accomplished more and gotten further in life than I did when I was married for 10, almost 11 years. I'm just telling y'all the truth. That's why I say some people, you got to go back and ask God, like, God, was that even the original plan? Was that even originally part of my destiny? I think I acted out of disobedience and rebellion. Maybe it wasn't even meant for me to ever be married. I don't know. God be silent on that. Y'all got to go to God and ask what your call is. Because maybe God don't want marriage for you. He may not want marriage for you. Anthony Hurd, you said God is my main man. Yes, he is. Y'all Rose, no STDs. Nope, we ain't got to worry about none of that. No unwanted pregnancies, no STDs, no drama. And I love the fact if I wanted to date a man right now, I can comfortably and freely. Y'all gonna hear me say this all the time. Y'all gonna get tired of me saying it, but I'm gonna keep saying it. I could go anywhere I want in the world comfortably. Ain't no man gonna walk up on me on my date and be like, "Oh, you dated her?" I ain't gonna have to cover my face and I'm ducking and dodging. Some of y'all gotta live y'all life like that. You can't go to your local bowling alley because your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend might come up in there. You can't go to Applebee's. You can't go to Fridays. You can't go to Chili's. You can't go to Gibson's. You can't go to Ruth's Chris. You can't go to the Olive Garden. Y'all can't go to these places because your ex-boyfriend or your ex-girlfriend or them people you were sleeping with you serial daters and dating multiple people, y'all done screwed a bunch of them, and now you scared. You can't even go to your local theater. But not me. I'm sorry. Y'all take it the way y'all want to take it. No judgment from me to y'all. But I have to say it like that because I want y'all to really sit with that. I got to put that out in the airwaves. Sit with that. If you have been the person be like, I'm keeping my options open. I'm dating multiple people. How many of those multiple people have you slept with? You should be embarrassed at this point because you ain't comfortably going to be able to move around and navigate and go wherever you want to go. But me, I could go wherever I want. If a man take claim to me right now, literally, a man can take claim to me right now. Randomly, a man could be like, Kiki, I want to take you to dinner. I want to take you downtown. Freely. No fear. I ain't got to be embarrassed. I ain't got to be scared. All right, babes, let's ride. I ain't got to duck. I ain't got to dodge. But can a lot of y'all singles out there say the same for your life? Some of y'all, like I said, y'all done burnt up. Y'all done burnt up so many spots in your hometown because you done mess with everybody. You done mess with not everybody, everybody. You done mess with everybody. Everybody know you. That's sad. When I see singles like that, I just sit back and be like, I feel bad for them. That's what get me excited in my single life, that I'm just free. And I'm free and I could go wherever I want. At any point, a man ain't got to worry about no drama coming from me. He ain't gonna be sitting in my presence and my phone blowing up. All these different men calling my phone. Are you kidding me? Men approaching me in the street. We go to a club to dance. The bouncers coming up hugging me. They know me. What? But I done seen singles. They a date. They gotta be like, hey baby girl, come on, let's go dance. Let's go step. They going to that lounge. They going to that club. 3 of the bouncers in there know that one woman that you dating, fellas. Psst, embarrassment. You look like a straight sucker. You a sucker. They think you a sucker. You look like a lame to them. Same thing with the women. You be thinking you got you a nice guy and he fine, body on point, haircut on point, manicure on point. You proud of your baby. You like, oh yes, finally God have shined his light on me. I got my man. And sis, you go up in a bowling alley. You go up in Ruth's Chris. You go up in church. You go to have a swamp thing at Papa Dough. You go to the bar to have, what's a drink? I don't even drink, y'all. You go have, this a drink my father used to drink. He ain't even drink like that. A rusty nail. You can't even go to the local bar or lounge. As soon as you go in there with that man, ladies be like, sis, that's you? Oh, you mess with him? Girl, let me tell you, he used to come in the salon with my girl. He messed with one of the beauticians. This how they act in Chicago. It's real hard for you to navigate in this city when you done been used up by a whole bunch of men and women. That's why I say us singles that's free, that ain't ever lived that life, we freely go wherever. And people don't know who you are. And if you are hearing something, it's a flat out lie. Because people make stuff up. When people hating and they jealous because you ain't touched and you ain't got all this dirt on you or no reputation like them, they'll make some stuff up. People will put their name in your name and try to attach you to something to start a beef or to make it like they important. But you gotta ignore all that. I'm telling y'all the real of what I see go on in a single community. I'm telling y'all the truth. I feel bad for some of y'all where you done burnt up every part of your city. You can't go nowhere in the Bronx, nowhere in New York. You can't go nowhere in Vegas, can't go nowhere in Miami. Can't go nowhere in Mississippi. Some of y'all out the country, you done burnt up Paris. You done dated everybody in Paris. You done dated everybody in Tokyo. Them Asians over there in Japan, y'all done burnt up them spots over there too. You call yourself going on a vacation, you done went to Japan. Y'all sitting at a restaurant. The cooks in there, they know you. Because you came there 2 years ago with your other boo. They speaking in their native tongue. And they pointing you out. Your date looking at you like, how you know them? Oh, I'm sorry. I dated so-and-so. Your date be looking at you like, and y'all came to Tokyo, Japan? Yeah. Burn up. Dean, I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. And y'all know it's the truth. Y'all know it's the truth. I'm telling you. Danny, you going to Vegas in October? Very good. Bring me back a keychain. Samantha, oh, thank you. I'm telling y'all, the singles, you better be happy with your singleness. You better be happy and stop complaining. I don't have nothing to complain about. Like I said, I think it's normal. We here and there will complain and say little stuff here and there. But it's some people, they complain about everything. I see some people every day, they complain about, they not happy about nothing. Complain about their house, complain about their apartment, complain about their job, complain about how they look. They just pissed off, they mad about everything. It's some people, they complain about they poor little dog or cat. What the cat do to you? What the goldfish do to you? What your little dog do to you? You beating the dog, you beating the cat. You screaming and cussing at the dog and cat. They ain't even did nothing to you. All they did is looked at you and meowed. And you pissed off at them. Poor dogs, poor cats, poor pets. Katarists, I'm telling you, some of them, they done burnt up Japan. Y'all know I'm not lying, cause I would see y'all coming in my comment section. I ain't catching all the comments cause there's a lot coming in at one time. But I see some of y'all that's up here. I'm just saying, don't y'all want that? Take it from somebody that's been single and celibate for a very long time. Be free. At any point, I'm prepared for any man to put a ring on my finger or take claim to me and take me off the market. He ain't got to worry about no type of drama coming from me. But it's sad to say, can I get the same thing from any man out here? I don't know. I don't know if I could really get that. This is why I don't play about my time, and this is why I don't play about. I have worked too hard. God has brought me too far. I can't just be with any man. I can't. I've worked too hard. Do y'all know how hard it is to stay celibate in this evil, cold world? Do y'all know how hard it is to be abstinent and not have no type of sex? To not be dating, to not have no companion. And it's not because you can't get one. I can have several if that's what I wanted to do. I could be in a relationship today. But all I'm saying is that the level that I'm at, how many men is at that level where they can look me in the eye and be like, I ain't got no drama with no chicks. I ain't got no door open with the baby mama. I ain't got no door open with the ex-wife. I could take you wherever. We could go to eat wherever. I'm not scared to go to the local mall or the local theater or the local bowling alley or even outside of that. What man can really come and tell me that? Because that's what I present. That's what I offer. They don't have to worry about nobody blowing up my phone. They ain't got to worry about it. They ain't got to worry about it. They ain't got to worry about my phone blowing up, ringing. We out on a date, they talking to me. Different dudes blowing up my phone, calling my phone, texting my phone, popping up on us, and we out. They looking at me like, Kiki, who is that? Who is he? If I went out with a guy right now and a man came up, and let's just say I had a boyfriend or a guy that was dating me, and a man approached me, they'd be like, who is that? Hey, honey, your guess is good as mine. I don't know this Negro. Seriously, I'm be like, I don't know who he is. Now, it could be somebody from high school. I ain't talking about that. Because, yeah, I just ran into somebody that I graduated with from school the other day. I was in Myers in the grocery store. I had to go buy a couple of groceries. And, y'all, I went to my favorite store, Whole Foods Market. I was cute. I went out. I was running my little errands. And I saw somebody I went to high school with. She a grandma now. She ain't even no old woman. I said, oh, I'm starting to see that people in our age group, people in their 30s and in their early 40s, they grandparents now. It used to be you became a grandparent in your 50s, 60s, and 70s and 80s. People popping out these babies at 30. They grandmas at like 34 and 35. Man, I don't know. I ain't no grandmother. You better believe that. Because ain't either one of my kids talking about having no children. Especially not my son. My son like, psh, no. Kataris, I love you, sis. Rose, look, Rose, I'm telling you the truth, sis. I'm telling y'all the truth. Sheila, you know I ain't lying. Y'all know I ain't lying. So I'm cracking these jokes to uplift y'all. If you a single man or you a single woman, you better thank God. You better look at the positive that come with you being single. You better look at the positive things that come with you being single. And if you a single man or a single woman and you got this drama, these doors open, you better close them. That's why some of y'all ain't married. I ain't talking about those of us that's making a choice to not date. Excuse me. Some of y'all ain't married because you got open doors. You got open doors. You got all these open doors with different men and different women. Y'all have to stop giving all these different people all these experiences with you. Make people earn your time. Make people earn access to you. People can't just come to me and get access to me. Call me what you want to call me. I done heard it all. Who you think you are? What you mean? I don't think anything. I'm Kiki. That's who I am. I ain't thinking nothing. That's who I am. Who are you? Don't ask me who I am. Who are you? Do you know who you are? Because I know who I am. Don't ever question me. Don't ever question me and ask me who do I think I am. I don't have to think about it, baby. I know. Now, my question to you is, do you know who you are? Don't ask me nothing. I'm settled with who I am. So there's that. Y'all better stop letting these people play with you. I ain't playing around. I'm not playing around. I don't want no man coming in my life with drama. I'm just not doing it. The screaming, the hollering, the cussing, and the police getting called, I did all that in my 20s. I'm not playing this game no more. I'm not doing it. And I was a married woman. I told you I got married very young. Very shortly after high school. Very shortly after high school. I'm not about to play these types of games. I don't want no Negro coming in my life with no drama. You still in love with your ex-wife, baby, you need to leave me alone. You still in love with your baby mama? You still in love with your girlfriend from college? You still sleeping with a couple of girls from high school? You a full-grown man now. Leave me the hell alone. Get out my face. Get out my inbox. Don't come in my comment section on my YouTube channel telling me how beautiful I am. Don't do it. I just saw that the other day. Guy come up here telling me how beautiful I am and all of that. And all this. This man got a whole girlfriend. And I seen it right on social media. And I'm looking like, baby, all these compliments you, okay, thanks for the compliments. But baby, the way you compliment me, you need to be complimenting your girlfriend. So like, people is nuts. Because I know if she's saying that, she'd be pretty pissed. And as a social media influencer, as an influencer, you see it all the time. I've had men, they wives come and request me because they know that they husband follow me. It's like, sis, you following me because you like me, or are you following me because you looked at your husband's laptop or whatever and you saw he's following me and other female social media or YouTube influencers? And you think he got something going on? This is how unhinged some of these. I'm gonna leave it alone, y'all, because y'all ain't even ready for that. I'm talking about I didn't seen some stuff, and all I could do is just sit back and shake my head. This I make videos to just help insecure women. It's just crazy. It's crazy. People be out here wild. Toya, you feel me, sis? Kataris, I'm telling y'all. Don't allow no man to come in your life. And fellas that's up here too, I'm telling y'all, don't allow no women to come in your life with no drama. My life is drama free. This ain't no show I'm putting on for y'all on YouTube. People always be like, oh, you can't believe what you see online is a lie. The devil is a liar. No, this is my real life. It ain't nothing fake about this. This is my real life. People quick to try to expose somebody. If somebody was hitting this or dating somebody, would have been came out and aired you out, especially when they know you got a following. Baby, they gonna come out and be showing you pictures and videos. Look what they doing to Lizzo. Look what they doing to these people. These people be, I told you, it's always a demon in the background watching you. They keeping tabs on you. Now, we ain't talking about liars, because people are lie. That's why it's up to you to investigate and find out the truth. But it's some people be hating because you are moving up in life and they in the same spot. So they'll tell a lie to make you look bad. I ain't talking about that, but I'm just saying how people get exposed. Trust me, if I had a man or stuff was out here like that, y'all would have been heard about it by now. Because ain't nobody gonna hold nothing like that. They just not gonna do it. I ain't popping out with nobody but myself. You better believe it. I'm popping out by myself and with God. And that's it. Samantha, you said, when did I start the... I can't see. What are you asking me? Are you asking me, Samantha, when did I start? I don't know what you mean. Sheila, yeah, Lizzo may have done that, but all these people that was in her face, they was... Now they snitching on her. They tricking on her. They exposing everything about her. Talking about a banana. She was telling them at a sex show to put a banana in a dance and then eat. Like, are you kidding me? Like, people wild out here. They wild. And baby, in Chicago, you definitely ain't gonna get away with it. It's a whole bunch of well-known influencers in Chicago. Baby, I'm not the only person that's known. And I've been up here for over 10 years. But it's some of them, they popular here in Chicago. And y'all follow them and they got millions of followers. And they live right here in Chicago. Right on the west side, some of them. Stuff will leak out. People will trick. I'm telling you, that's how they are. People, Chicago got a big mouth. Because everybody know everybody. All the DJs know each other. All the rappers know each other. All the hairstylists know each other. All the social media influencers don't know each other. But those of us that's making noise, people that's known in the communities, that's doing stuff or whatever, or in churches, it's certain people. They'll recognize you. Like, I got recognized before when I was in a little grocery store. This guy recognized me. I think I told y'all that. I was like getting some steaks or something. And he was like, you look really familiar. I was like, oh, I do. Maybe we graduated from the same school. He asked me the school I went to. I told him. He was like, nah, I ain't go to that school. I was like, well, I don't know how you know me. He was like, oh my God, you on YouTube. You that girl on YouTube. You be putting in videos. I was like, oh yeah, okay, I do have a YouTube channel. So I'm telling you, it's real hard. It's real hard. Because it's going to be somebody that know you. Or they see you. And they be ready to tell it all, baby. Fingerprinting guru, I see you. Samantha, you said, when did I start the discipline? As far as what? Like not being sexually active? I started that. See, you got to understand, Samantha, let me break it down. Because I did it at a couple of different points. Because you have to still remember, while I was still married but going through a divorce, I had became celibate. I was celibate. Okay, like me and my ex-husband was together, but we broke up. We broke apart. I was living in one place. He was living in another place. Okay, he was doing his thing. And so I cut off intimacy with him. And I was like, okay, I'm just finna be celibate, even though we married, but I filed for the divorce. But then, like I told y'all, he came around. I thought we was gonna work something out. But by this time we was divorced. So I was celibate for 2 years. This why I know y'all be like, okay, she been single for like 14, almost 15 years, but she only been celibate for a little bit over 10 years. I told you all a year or two after my divorce, I went back and had sex a few more times with my ex-husband. I'm not ashamed. I'm just letting y'all know like the timeline. And so it was a point while we were separated and going through the divorce, it was not finalized. It was like a span of 2 years had went by. I was seeing him like on and off, but I had cut off intimacy with him. And that lasted at one point for 2 years. Then after that 2 years, he came back around, and then y'all know what happened after that. By this time, the divorce was finalized, and like I told you, I went and got hit up a few more times. I got packed in a couple of more times. And so then after that, then now it's been straight through. I ain't had no sex, period. Real talk. So yeah, I'm just letting y'all know. I'm letting y'all know. I'm telling y'all the truth. Sierra, I'm telling you, yes, honey. I got packed in. I was weak. You know the Bible say the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Baby, I was weak. It wasn't even about him. In his own ego, he may feel like, oh yeah, she still want me. No, not really. Not really. It wasn't even about that. It's just you a human being. Your body was doing some stuff and you wanted to get hit up. That's I mean, that's just what it was. But God really dealt with me on that. I was very convicted about that. And I'm telling y'all, days after I did that, like it went on for about a couple of months. But then it just got to the point like it felt like a nest of demons was on me after I went back and had sex with him. Immediately, the way that I felt, I said, it ain't no telling who this man had been in the bed with. Because I'm telling y'all, I didn't feel right. It didn't feel the same. Something about it felt wrong. It felt disgusting. I felt nasty. I'm not even saying it about him, but it's more of a spiritual thing. It felt like how you could have a net with fish in it. It felt like it was a nest of demons that had landed on me after I had been having sex with him that second time around. So after that, from that day to this, I'm like, nope, I ain't going. I ain't going. I ain't going. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. And ladies, y'all know. Y'all know. Y'all, I told y'all before, in my other live, I told y'all, when you like a guy or when your body doing something, you know, stuff start throbbing and vibrating and leaking, you know. So that's your body. So, you know, you give in to that. But thank God. Mirror 22. I'm just telling y'all the truth. I'm telling y'all the truth, but now it's not worth it because you don't know what people out here doing. You do that should keep you in check. The fact that when you go ahead, I don't care how fine no man look. That man, you gotta your mindset gotta be like, okay, this brother looks so good. He looks so fine. He up in my face. He talking to me, but he can have AIDS. He can have HIV. He can have trichomonas. He can have syphilis. He can have herpes. That's literally where my mind go. I be looking at them, and some of them I can pick up on that, and that is what they got. A couple of times I didn't came across that, and immediately it was like, yep, that's what that. I'm like, nope, let me stay in my place, baby. You better go into your prayer closet. You better go into your prayer closet. That's all to keep your strength. Trina, I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all, it ain't just for us ladies. The men, now men, I don't know what happened with y'all body, but I'm saying like with the women, the ladies that's up here, they know what I'm talking about. When our body that part start throbbing and vibrating and leaking, we really like a man. We ready. That's our body letting us know, like, yeah, sis, it's time. Let's go, let's go. Men, I don't really know like the stuff y'all go through. Okay. I know, yeah, when y'all get excited, what that mean with that part, with that member of your body. But physically, y'all might be going through some other stuff. But women, we be going through a whole bunch of stuff. It ain't just the throbbing and the vibrating and the leaking. We be wanting the beauty of it all. We want the stars to be aligned. We want the moon to be out. We want music playing. We want our hair blowing in the wind. We want it all. Mariah, I'm telling you. I'm telling y'all the truth. Mira, you say, was he a cheater? Absolutely, sis. Absolutely. That's one of the reasons why I filed for the divorce. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not ashamed of my singleness. I'm so happy. Do y'all know how good it feels as a single woman to lay down and you don't have to wake up with the stress, worrying about another woman? Worrying about if your husband is out with another woman? Y'all don't know how good I feel. Oh my God. It just make me want to cry. The peace that comes in your life when you just let go and let God. Seriously, this not to trash my ex. I don't do none of that. But I only tell the truth. I tell my testimony to help y'all. It's just a beautiful thing. I'm just happy. I don't have to wake up. I don't have to worry about being anxious or nervous to look at my cell phone and I see unknown text messages from a woman cussing me out or threatening me, talking about you with my man. Excuse me? How you texting my phone saying I'm with your man and this my husband? What the hell? You sound crazy. But man, you be in situations like that. Like, man, that's why I say y'all better go to God. Y'all listening to these people talking about kingdom spouses? Oh, okay. But they should be telling y'all, You better be praying about that kingdom spouse. You better be praying and going to God to make sure that's your kingdom spouse. I'm telling you. Yes, the last spirit, I feel you. Yes, yes. It's definitely not complaining. People got to know the difference between a real complaint and commentary or a testimony. This is why they say everybody not ready for your testimony. Some stuff I don't even tell people because I just know spiritually they are not mature enough to handle it. Some people they not gonna get my testimony. But God have given me the platform that I got. So I've never been uncomfortable to share certain things with y'all. Because a lot of you all email me. A lot of people call me. I do one-on-ones. A lot of you all, you have a lot of serious situations going on. So if you can learn something from what I'm telling you, then so be it. All thanks be to God. All thanks be to God. I'm just telling you. Tevin, hey. Don't be ashamed of your singleness. You ain't got to complain about nothing. You should be happy. Be happy that you wake up. And you don't got the anxiety, your heart not palpitating because you don't know what's going to happen the rest of the day. Your man getting dressed up, he got his hair cut, he spraying cologne, getting all cute. He leaving out. He telling you he going to the store. He coming back to the crib 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 hours later. Oh, wow, you went to the store to get some ice cream. You went to the store to get some blunts for yourself because you smoke. You went to the store to go get some juice and you came back 10 hours later. Really? Oh, okay, I guess. Some of y'all probably go through that. I ain't got to go through that now. I don't care what nobody say. People out here cracking jokes on single people. I just saw somebody dumb put something on social media yesterday. They keep talking about, yeah, y'all women can keep talking about men ain't nothing. And you keep giving advice on relationships and you ain't got no man. They weren't directing it towards me. They was talking about obviously somebody else. But it's just a point. Who made that up? Who made that a staple saying, like it's truth, that a woman who don't have no man can give advice? Who even came up with that? That is the dumbest thing I have ever heard of in my life. So single women supposed to just shut their mouth. A single woman don't have no right to talk about her experience and her past when she was married and it was a marriage that failed or a past bad relationship she had with a guy. Though no single woman had no right to tell no other sisters out here, sis, when I was married, this where I went wrong as a wife. So let me warn you, take my story as a cautionary tale. Y'all, the world, this what y'all doing. This what we doing. This what we doing. We saying that single women don't have the right to open up their mouth and talk about their experience because they don't have no man. Just me repeating it, it sounds so stupid. It sounds so dumb. Because if the world wants single women to shut up about their experience when they were married or when they had a relationship, because now they might be single and don't have no man, that means everybody needs to shut up. That means every channel on YouTube needs to be shut down then, from different people, different races, different ages, different backgrounds, different traditions, different cultures are all giving opinions and advice from their point of view. Then case closed, game over, party over. Don't nobody the rest of their life need to give no advice. The world needs to just be silent. This is how stupid people sound when I hear them say, yeah, a woman, I ain't gonna listen to no woman that ain't got no man tell me nothing about a relationship. Hey sis, you sound stupid as hell. You sound stupid. You look stupid right now and you sound stupid because here's the deal. They want to attack single women, but you never hear nobody attacking single men. Single men can talk about women all day long. Single men can talk about single women, single black women, women with children, women without children. They can talk about them all day. Ain't nothing said to them. Ain't nobody saying a man without a woman can't give advice, but they want to keep attacking women. Every single thing that we do, we get attacked. Baby, that's why I'm going to boldly be on my platform and do what I need to do. Because it's by the grace of God. Ain't no man gave me my platform. It's because of God. I have a job to do. And even outside of this, I have a job to do. So I'm like, I ain't going for that. That just sound dumb as hell to me. Because a woman single, she ain't supposed to get no relationship advice. People that was married and gave me stupid advice. I almost cussed. I done had married women come and tell me, oh, well, it's okay for you to have a dude on the side if your husband not doing everything he's supposed to be doing. He the one that go to work and pay the bills, but you got your dude on the side. You get you somebody younger. You get you somebody that can make more money than your husband, and you play around with him. He your little boy toy. So when did the world come up with this again? Single women can't say nothing about relationship. But so married women, they got the ladies pass. They got the license. They got the certification to come out and give relationship advice because they married. Make it make sense, because you could be a married woman or a married man, but who says that your marriage is something that people look up to? Who said that if I'm looking at you and you a married man or a married woman, that I even respect your marriage? Who say I even respect you? That don't mean I'm disrespecting you, but I may not look to you for your advice. I may not like the way you treat your wife. I may not like the way your wife treats you. I may not like the way your wife come out the house looking, and she a reflection of you. The way your wife dress, I see married couples like that. And you look at the wife and how the wife dress, that tell you enough with your discernment, that tell you enough of what you need to know. So we all could play this game. Can't no single woman tell no advice. She ain't got no man. Can't no married people give no advice either then. Everybody needs to shut up, come off their platforms. Everybody's platform needs to be destroyed and shut down. Don't know. Everybody needs to come off Facebook, come off Instagram. Don't nobody needs to give no advice on nothing no more. All of our experiences, all of our trials and tribulations, all of our testimonies, it don't mean nothing now. It's null and void. See how stupid that sounds? Y'all just listen to that. As it's coming out of my mouth. See how dumb that sounds? That's why I say I don't conform to nothing. I don't conform to most of what the world conforms to. Like I said, people can't put me in no box, because I ain't falling for none of that okie doke. Y'all can fall for that. I ain't falling for none of that BS. That stuff don't apply to me. That apply to them. You play that game with your platform and with your followers. I'm not about to play this game. The Bible said it's not even biblical when people put that out. And you hear Christian men saying this. But they'll get on you as a woman. A woman not supposed to teach men. The Bible say women supposed to be quiet. We not in the church, bro. Well, what you mean? We not in the church. Like, what are you talking? It ain't supposed to be no woman pastors. Women supposed to be quiet. Whatever questions women need, or whatever questions women got, they supposed to go ask their husband when they get home. Man, shut up. Seriously, because you out here saying, and you putting that energy out in the airwaves, saying that can't no single women or women with no relationship, they can't give relationship advice. What you're saying, sir, is not biblical. If you want to get technical about women can't teach, and it can't be women pastors and preachers, that's a whole nother video. That's a whole, I'm gonna address that one day. But if we riding off this, that means when you say that single women can't give advice because they don't have no man, then I'm going to check you on the fact that you saying something that's not biblical. The Bible says seek wise counsel. God didn't say seek counsel from a woman that's married. Seek counsel from a man that's married. Don't seek counsel from a woman that's single, that don't have no man. Baby, whatever. I ain't trying to hear none of that. At all. So I'm letting y'all know, your singleness is a blessing. Your complaining ain't gonna get you nowhere with being single. Count your blessing. You could dress the way you want, okay? Your house filthy. You ain't got nobody judging you. You could leave out your house and go wherever you want. You could jerk off your paycheck. I don't care how you got a check, whether you work or not. Whatever money sitting in your bank account. I don't care if you got $800 in your bank account. I don't care if you got $2,000 in your bank account. You can go spend your entire checkup right now. You ain't got nobody breathing down your neck, cussing you out, threatening you, screaming and hollering at you because you jerked off the household money. But I'm letting you all know, when you get married, you cannot pull these stunts. Because I never want nobody to go out and say, Kiki is putting out bad information. She's telling people I ain't telling nobody nothing. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. There are certain things you could get away with and that you can do as a single man or woman that you can't once you get married. You have to conduct and carry yourself. You got to walk and talk a certain type of way once you get married. That's real talk. Crystal Bush, I agree with you. Katara, she said, why they looking under skirts? Yup, sis. I feel y'all. I feel you. Sister, what is that? Fabienne 03 said, your experience is my knowledge. To Success and Beyond, Bibles edited. Yeah, some Bibles are edited, but I don't have the edited version. I got the one that ain't edited. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling y'all the truth. Like I said, don't complain. Your complaining not gonna get you nowhere. Everybody, you know what? Let me tell y'all something. This is something that at my old job. This is something I went through, and I shut everybody down. Now I told you all at my old job. Okay, this was in 2021. And I went through a temp agency because, like I said, people are not educated on temp agencies. When you hear about a temp agency, people think that that's a bad thing. Now, baby, temps, sometimes you making more money than the permanent workers. You could be a supervisor or a manager through a temp agency. Just for some of y'all to know that don't know. But anyway, when I was working through this temp agency at this job, like I said, it was a couple of people there. It was a team lead and a couple of other people there. When you would check them on something or correct them on something, or you would go to HR or you would go to corporate, they would be like, oh, why you listening to her? Why you listening to him? They attempt. They attempt. They attempt. They attempt. That's how they will manipulate corporate or HR, by trying to shine a light on whoever was a temp. Meanwhile, you making money hand over fist. You got flexibility that permanent worker don't get. But y'all know what they would do? They would come to those of us who was temps and they'd be like, why y'all temps? Why don't y'all just cross over and become a permanent worker? You know what I started asking them? Because I got so tired of people asking me that. Okay? Because people go through tip agencies for various reasons. Various reasons. People be having serious stuff, businesses and other stuff that they got going on outside of work. So it's various reasons. But I got so tired of people asking me that question, like, Kiki, why don't you just go permanent? Why don't you just cross over? You know what I started saying to some of them? Why are you permanent? They would be like, oh, are you shocked? Are you surprised that I'm asking you that? You're asking me. They'd be like, girl, why you a temp? I'd be like, girl, why you permanent? Why is your life this job? Girl, why you ain't got no life outside this job? That's all you talk about is this job. You let them tell you when you can clock in and clock out. If you get sick right now, if somebody in your family dies, sis, you can't even leave because you're going to get points. You're going to get rolled up. They going to dock your pay. But as a temp, they can't do nothing. As a temp, because you coming through a agency. You answer to the agency, not them. When I started coming at people like that, and you know what I noticed? Every permanent worker, all they did was complain. They would try to manipulate you and tell you all this so-called money you was missing out on being a temp. It didn't matter how high your position was. They'd be like, you missing out on all this money, all this opportunity, because you just the old temp. But they complain. I never saw nobody that was a permanent worker that was truly happy at that job. I never saw supervisors. I never saw managers. I never saw not one team lead. I never saw one QA. I never saw nobody that was happy that was a permanent worker. But you know who used to come in there cracking jokes? You know who used to come in there with a smile on their face? You know who used to come in there looking good from head to toe? You know who used to come in there laughing? Me and other temps. Because we knew we had the freedom. You know who could clock out and leave whenever they got ready and didn't get no point and didn't get in trouble? Me, other temps. You know who didn't have to work on Saturdays and Sundays if they ain't want to? Me and other temps. It wasn't mandatory when you was permanent at this particular company. It was mandatory. I ain't gonna even say the company name. It's a $1 billion company. I ain't gonna even put them out there like that. Because I know y'all will be online. Y'all will fry them. Y'all will go right to their website and fry them. They all around the world, in and out the country. Oh yeah. Very well known. But y'all know I don't do that. I wouldn't blast nobody like that. Because I wouldn't even want to bring in that type of heat to that company. But I'm just telling y'all, none of them were happy. Lit Marshall, thank you. God bless you too. Michael Rodriguez, hey. I'm telling y'all, I could put y'all up. I'm going to put y'all up on so much game and so much stuff with no shame, with no embarrassment. My life is the way that it is, and it's all because of God. God have taught me strategy. I used to pray about this years ago. God, teach me strategy. Teach me order. All the while, people was laughing, spreading rumors, perceiving me to be a certain way, saying this, saying that. Y'all got to get to the point. You let people talk. Let people think what they want about you. You know the truth. You know your deck of cards. Let people show you they deck. You don't show them nothing. Act like you on a basketball court. Act like you on a football field. For those that understand the game, the object of basketball and football, even hockey, it's a strategy. Sometimes as the player, you can't always go with the play that your coach give you. I'm sorry, you can't. My daughter was a star basketball player. Like I told y'all, she got a full scholarship to college now. She about to start college in a few weeks. But when she was in high school, she just graduated from high school June 2nd. She got into a volatile argument with her coach, and then her basketball coach came to me because he gave her the play. She a point guard. He gave her the play. And in the middle of the second quarter, okay, he told her to pass the ball to another one of her teammates. My daughter refused. He kicked her out the game and benched her for like 2 or 3 more games. And then they came in a group text lashing out at me, the AD. That's the athletic director, for those that don't know what that stands for. Anytime you hear your kids, if they're on the sports team and they say AD is just athletic director. So I was in a group text with the athletic director and with my daughter's basketball coach. They was coming at me like, Kiki, what's going on with your daughter? Don't bring her to no more games. She ignoring the plays. I was like, all right, y'all chill. Let me talk to my child. I'm going to get back to y'all. I got my daughter. She came home. I was like, hey, daughter, what's going on? I was like, Dee Dee, what's up? What's going on? I was like, I didn't even come to your game today, but I heard second quarter, you got benched. You not the boss. Whatever play your coach give you, that's what you supposed to play. Why did you refuse to pass the ball to so-and-so? She was like, because I knew she wasn't going to hit. She don't score no points. She's always traveling. We always getting fouls. I knew what I was doing. The play that the coach gave, it wasn't no good play. Now, I didn't condone that with my daughter. I didn't condone her being disobedient, but I used to always tell my daughter about strategy. You know what you know what you know. That's just me as a parent. I'm not saying y'all got to follow my lead on that. Y'all don't have to listen to my opinion on that. To each his own. What y'all do with y'all kids, if y'all kids are on the sports team, I don't have nothing to say about that. But it's strategy, man. Strategy will surpass a play. Them coaches don't be knowing everything. I'm just telling y'all the truth. They ain't on the court like that. They directing the players. They making plays. Look at what is that? The The Bears football team here in Chicago, they suck. Fellas, I'm sorry, because I know y'all up here in the chat. I'm sorry, but the Bears, they offense and they defense suck. If we take it back to Coach Nagy, Nagy was supposed to be the connoisseur of coaches. His plays was horrible. If his plays was all that, why was they offense and they defense as bad as it is? And I think it's still horrible. I'm just telling y'all, the men gonna come and fry me. I'm just telling y'all, it's about strategy. Let these people say what they want. Let people think what they want to think about you. I don't care what they think. I'm going to do what work for me. You do what work for you. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. You do with me. You do what work for you. I'm going to do what work for me. K Smooth. Can one of the men, can one of y'all come in the chat and tell me that that's right? Tell me, I'm so serious. Shakira, yup. Yes, sis. You can learn from anybody. That's true. I'm not promoting defying your coach or thinking you will know it all or all of that. But my daughter would not have gotten to the place that she's at had she listened to every single, if she acquiesced to every single play, they wouldn't have been winning all them games that they was winning. My daughter was scoring, not to brag, but I'm just saying, she was scoring really, really high in almost every game. I'm telling y'all the truth. It's a straight. You think Michael Jordan got to be the player of Scottie Pippen? And I know people that say Scottie Pippen was a better player than Michael Jordan. That's an argument. I haven't seen the documentary about them that's on Netflix. I said I'm going to watch that. But it's people now that'll argue you down and be like, Scottie Pippen is a better player than Michael Jordan. I guess, if they say so. But I know Michael Jordan, he was a strategist. Him and the coach, what was their coach name for the Bulls? Phil? They used to be getting into it. He wasn't listening to all that he was saying because Michael Jordan knew what he knew. He knew he was the star. He knew what he was capable of doing. I'm just telling y'all, look. I'm telling y'all the truth. Katara, she up here laughing, y'all. She putting her laughing emojis. I got off the topic a little bit, y'all. But I'm just saying, you got to learn strategy. Your complaining, it ain't going to get you nowhere. Your complaining going to keep you in the same place. Instead of complaining about your current situation, look at the positive things in it. That's what's going to take you to a higher level. It starts here. It starts in your mind. Just like I told y'all about jealousy, you ain't got time to be jealous of nobody else. Change your perspective. How are you jealous of somebody's luxury car or the man they got on their arm? Do you have a car? Okay, case closed. Case closed. Case closed. It be over with right there with me. Yeah, Kiki, ain't you hating on this person car? Hating on what? Baby, I got a car. I ain't gotta have no Jaguar. I ain't gotta have no Rolls Royce. I don't want to be driving around that big, huge car that's attracting attention anyway. Baby, it stopped with me. Yeah, don't you want this mansion with 10, 15, 20 rooms? Why? So a bunch of Negroes can be coming asking, can they move in? Nah, I'm going to let you have it. Go on ahead with your bad self and your 10, 15, 50 room mansion. Go on right ahead. God bless you. Who cleaning it up? Because it ain't going to be me. I ain't finna be cleaning it up. You better believe that. Do you got the money for your cleaning team to come in and clean up once a week? Because it'll be filthy. If I lived in a 10, 20, 50 room mansion, I ain't touching it. Going to every room. Are you kidding me? Nah, I'm straight. Oh, girl, her man is fine. Girl, her man is so fine. So what? It ain't my man. What I'm getting jealous of sis for? Okay, that's her man. He ain't my man. I don't care how fine he is. Baby, it's beneath me. It's beneath me to mess with another woman, man. It's beneath me. I care about myself. I'm too important. What I look like. I wish you would put me on the back burner. I ain't coming second to no chick. What you thought this was? I wish I would be fighting over a woman about a man. That jealousy, see, you gotta learn. You gotta learn. Somebody was like, well, Kiki, you know, jealousy is a spirit that has to be conquered. Hey, listen, yeah, it has to be conquered, but it's some people that they got a high level of it and it's embedded in them and they not even putting it on the altar. They not even trying to pray about it. They just let it manifest itself and let the demons control and run them. They ain't even trying to change it. Like, are you kidding me? Where they do that at? I'm just telling y'all the truth. I'm just telling y'all the truth. It's a healthy level of jealousy. K Smooth and Rose, I see y'all up here laughing. I'm telling y'all the truth. People be telling me it gotta be conquered. Y'all know a healthy level of jealousy. You'll just be like, man, sis got a car, sis got married. When is my turn gonna come? Normal level. Just a normal level. If it was on the scale of 1 to 10, you would be at a 1 or a 1.5. But then there's some people that'll be on a level 10 of jealousy. And it come from pride. That spirit come from pride, I'm telling you. Because you feel like, who is he or she that had the stuff that they got and I don't? Oh, now I'm finna tell a lie on this lady. She's pretty. I'm gonna tell a lie and say she's pretty and celibate. She ain't used up and tampered with like me, so I'm gonna spread a lie and say she did this. I'm gonna tell a lie on him and say he did it. This is how evil some people become with that spirit of jealousy. Oh, I'm gonna set this person up to be robbed because they got a Rolls Royce, because they make a lot of money and I'm broke and I'm struggling. I'm gonna set that person up to be robbed. That level of jealousy. That's what I be addressing. Baby, you better change your perspective. You don't know what no woman or what no man marrying, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't looking at no other woman, man. I don't care how fine your man is or what he got or how big his member is between his legs. I don't care about none of that. That's your man. That's your man. I don't know what you got to go through with your man. I don't know what you living through with that man behind closed doors. Some women, I just sit back and be like, sis, you need to stop committing adultery. Because my thing is, this man sleeping with you and he go right back home to his wife and post his family up on Facebook and you sitting in your bed with a wet behind looking at that. And women that come at me and be like, I don't care about that. That's what I wanted. That's all he good for anyway. But then catch him in 5, 10, 15, 20 years. They be all used up. Don't nobody even want them no more. Because all they've been, all day life, is a side chick, is a mistress. That's all they've been. I've seen it with elder women. I've seen it. They well into their 50s, in their 60s. You still a mistress? This was some crap you should have been ironing out and improving on when you was in your 20s or your 30s. You still a whore and you well into your 50s and 60s. You supposed to be training me and other younger women, but you out here acting worse than the women that's in their 20s and 30s. Like, are you kidding me? Y'all better change your perspective. You better get in the spirit. Baby, when you locked in a God and you got a prayer life and you spending time by yourself, y'all better go look at that video that I just uploaded, Street Feet. That was something that really came to my spirit to share with y'all. And the video ain't for everybody. But those, like I said, that get it, you gonna get it. I told you, I'm gonna talk about all type of stuff as long as God give me breath in my body. I'm gonna teach y'all so much stuff under the umbrella of God. God has gifted me with wisdom. It is a gift, and I don't take it lightly. God has allowed me to hear and see certain things. It is a gift. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Since I was a little girl, it has nothing to do with me. I'm telling y'all. Y'all don't be knowing what these people got going on. That's just so trashy to me. So trashy to me. Even when celebrity women do it. People be so fake in love. These people be married for 10 and 15 and 20 years. Be having 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 kids. Some of them celebrities got like 10 and 11 kids. They get a divorce. 2 weeks later, they on the red carpet with a whole nother man or woman. Make it make sense. Where they do that at? Y'all fake in love. That is not no real love. Y'all better come out this world. This world ain't got nothing to offer you. You better set your heart on what you gonna get when you die and go to the other side. Y'all better, that's what you better be paying attention to. That's what you better be paying attention to. This world ain't got nothing to offer you. I'm telling you. It ain't about nothing. It's a bunch of drama and filth and confusion and demonic activity when you in the world. Period. Wilson Miller, you said so much masculinity in the building. And who's masculine? And what building? I don't know who you talking about. Chocolate Babe, thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, y'all. Wilson, can you tell me who's masculine? Because I don't know who you're talking about. Can you elaborate on that? Or did you get pinched by something that I said? Because see, a lot of people, they don't like when I say stuff and bring stuff to the forefront. There is no real man or woman of God that is not going to come to you with truth. You think I'm finna promote side chicks and adultery? You think I'm finna promote fornication and drug and alcohol use? No, I'm not. I don't care who unsubscribe. I don't care who don't like it. I don't have no prophetic words about all this money. And that's not to crap on no other man or woman of God. Period. Okay. I got you. I just want to check that out. K-Smooth, I feel you. I'm just telling y'all. I have to tell y'all the truth. God is holding me accountable. Open up y'all Bible. Teachers, I tell y'all this all the time. People that are teaching are under stricter judgment than you. Y'all really think God not going to hold me accountable? When I die and he's judging me and I'm in front of his face, he's going to say, daughter, what were you teaching my sons and daughters? Oh, you teaching them this? So you telling them it's okay to fornicate? Really? You telling them it's okay? No, y'all ain't finna have me standing before God or while I'm on the earth and God bruising the top of my head. It ain't finna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Tequila. I'm telling you, they burnt up Tokyo, sis. They can't go out. They can't go out. But I'm telling y'all, wisdom is a gift. Wisdom is a gift. Wisdom is a gift. I'm telling y'all. Being able to see stuff before it even fully play out. You see an end result. That's a gift. Woo, that's a gift. I'm telling, man. I ain't got no reason to be jealous of nobody. I ain't paying attention to nobody else's life. I got to worry about my own life. I got to work out my own salvation with fear and trembling. Because that's what the word of God says to do. That's what the word of God says to do. Y'all look, like I say, it's no reason for you to be jealous of nobody. People was trying to argue me down about that video. Oh, but some people up here act like they ain't never been jealous. There ain't nobody said they ain't never been jealous. But some people got a very deep-rooted level of jealousy in them. It ain't like at the grammar school level of jealousy, where you jealous because your friend got a pair of Jordans and you got a pair of Fila's. It ain't that level of jealousy. It's like the level of jealousy where your girl got married before you and now you want to destroy her marriage. You want to try to push up on a man because you pissed off she got married. That level of jealousy. You got that fake friend, they see you opened up your business and you making a whole bunch of money and that friend still broke, and they know what time you opened up a restaurant, they know what time your restaurant closed, and they try to set you up to be robbed when you leaving out. And so they could take that bag of money that you finna go and turn in at the bank. That level of jealousy. The level of jealousy where you the one that stand out in the crowd. You dress nice, you pretty, you attractive. You got the personality when you start talking, people watching you or whatever. Oh, but you ain't gonna get invited to the party. Because you gonna steal the shine. You're not even intentionally trying to steal the shine, but they just know you gonna light up the room when you come in. As a chosen one. As a vessel of the Lord. That level of jealousy. Boy, we'd be up here all night. I didn't seen it all. I didn't experience some crazy stuff. People unhinged. I'm telling you, and when you see it operating in other people, it make you don't even have room to even operate in it. Cause you be so disgusted when you see it. You be like, yeah, man, this ain't it. This is not it. Even if I wanted to play around with that, I'm not finna play around with that. I'm gonna let them have it. Cause it's just sad. Like, I didn't see people so full of jealousy, that spirit, they can't even be still around you. They can't, like, they be manifesting. Every little thing you say, they like I'm telling you, Michelle, I hear you, sis. Silent competition. Oh yeah, I got a cousin like that. Try to make herself important. Wasn't even initially thinking about it. She just kicked some stuff off with me just to make it like we got a beef. She done told people, oh, me and her, we ain't gonna get along. Well, sweetie, I wasn't even paying attention to you. I literally was not even paying attention to you initially. I'm not paying attention to you now. But I'm in your mind clearly. Like, y'all looking at these women pictures and this stuff they doing on Instagram, I be laughing at some of this stuff. Like, first it was the BBLs. Everybody was getting that. And they lashes and they makeup be on point. And chicks, who be jealous of that? Like, I just don't. Any one of y'all women right now could go get a lace front. Any one of y'all now, y'all don't even gotta go get no breast lift. Y'all better go get some apples and oranges and stick it in your bra and call it a day. That's what y'all better do. Y'all better go to Target or Walmart. Y'all better go to where they sell lingerie. The booty part is padded. Y'all better go buy that and put y'all little jeans on. Put y'all skinny jeans on. Boom, there go your BBL right there. There go your breast implants. Get some apples and oranges. Or let's take it back, ladies, to when we was in grammar school and we wanted boobies. We saw other girls that was developing quicker than us. Because I remember being in 3rd grade, it was a girl in there that wore like a D, a C or D. I kid y'all not. I kid you not. And she had her cycle. This in 3rd grade. This girl was like 8 or 9 years old, super advanced, looking like a grown woman in a little girl's body. Okay, fine. So you want to come up in here with big breasts and don't none of us, our boobs is little like that? Cool. Let us get our tissue. Let us fold it up. Let us put it in our shirt. Boom. There y'all. Boom. Boobs. Oh my God, I promise y'all, I'm gonna go live one day just to do all comedy. It's not gonna be nothing spiritual. It's not gonna be nothing serious. It's just gonna be straight comedy. It's just gonna be straight comedy. That's it. Cause y'all know I'm so silly. I'm telling y'all, there go y'all boobs. These paper towels, y'all better take y'all paper towels, ladies. I don't even think they got no paper towel emoji that y'all could even put up here in the chat. But y'all better take it and ball it up and put it in your chest. I wish I had another one. Let me see if I could do it. Let me see. All right, I got 2 paper towels right here. Boom. Ladies, y'all jealous of another woman because her boobies bigger than yours. Look, y'all, look at my hair. I'm hitting my hair. Y'all jealous of a lady boobies? Here y'all go. Boom. I'm showing y'all what to do right now. 1 paper towel. Here go another one. Here go another one, y'all. Don't worry. We look, y'all. Boom. Boom. Y'all see? Boom. Y'all ready? Danny said he's signing out. Danny, don't leave. Don't leave. Bee stings, Katara. Yes, honey. Get your little bee stings. They used to be jealous. Baby, please. Y'all better go get that apple. Y'all better go get that orange. Y'all better go get y'all stuff. Go get y'all lingerie that's got padding on it. Y'all get the hips. Y'all could take some I don't even think they make shoulder pads no more. That was like a 80s thing. I told y'all my mother a seamstress and a designer. When she'd be making clothes, she'd be sewing shoulder pads and dresses. Y'all better go get y'all some shoulder pads and put them and make y'all some fake hips. Y'all better do that. Peyton, thank you, sweetie. You beautiful too. Y'all better go do that. I remember being in third grade. It was this girl, she put tissue on her bra for real. And I got into it with her. Okay? I know y'all finna be like, Kiki, no, you did not. Me and her was arguing about something. She said something to me. I don't even remember what she said, but I was really mean. And I knew she had tissue in her bra. Y'all know I opened up her shirt and pulled the tissue out and threw it on the ground in front of the whole class. I just really believe wherever this girl is to this day, she still got that trauma in her life. She probably hate my guts. She probably wouldn't even recognize me now. That was in third grade. I'm just telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. But women do it. I just never got the whole thing about women being jealous of other women. It's okay. Tell another woman she's pretty. Tell a woman she's attractive. It don't take away your beauty. It don't take nothing away from me to tell a woman, oh, sis, you are so pretty. Oh, she fine. She fine as hell. Oh, her hair is nice. Like, what is it to be jealous of? Oh my God, I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Honestly, I don't get it. I don't care nothing about that. You hating on a woman that dress her tail off. Ask her where she shop. Ask her where she shop. Women have come up to me all the time like, where you get those heels from? Where you get that dress from? Oh, I got it custom made. Oh, who your seamstress? I let them know. It's not hard. It's not hard. It don't take nothing away from you. You got to know who you are. Count your blessings. Count your blessings. Y'all, it's a job being jealous of people. I don't even be paying attention. You got to really be zooming in and paying attention to people for their life to bother you. Yeah, I mean, like literally, you have to really be zooming in on somebody to really pay attention to that. Like, people jealous of somebody anointing. See, that's the crazy. Now, see that. Now, that's a level of jealousy that becomes very dangerous. Outside of like this street jealousy, like it's haters in Chicago. Wherever y'all hometown is, I'm gonna tell you. Anybody will tell you out here in Chicago, this is one of the cities. Is haters here. Which is, let me tell you something. A lot of people in Chicago, and the people that live in Chicago, y'all could come up here and be like, "Yep, Kiki, you right." People in Chicago will tell you when you get put on out here. I'm talking about like you get to a big time level where you really making money. A lot of them, they jump ship, they leave, they move to another city, they move to another state, cause it be so many haters. But hate in the church, with somebody jealous of your anointing, somebody jealous of the call on your life, baby, that's another level. That's a very demonic level. And it get ugly where they jealous of your anointing. Okay? They be jealous of your anointing, and it's like you jealous of somebody body anointing for what? So guess what? You jealous of somebody prophetic gift. You jealous that somebody could sing. You jealous that somebody can preach or whatever auxiliary they own or whatever. Why would you be jealous of that? Did you pay the price to get the anointing that man or woman paid? If you didn't pay the price, I don't see what you hating on them for. I don't see what you hating on them for. It's more than one prophetess. It's more than one prophet. It's more than one singer. It's more than one musician. It's more than one preacher. It's more than one minister. It's more than one writer. It's more than one person recording music. It's a lot of y'all up here that subscribe to me. Y'all make music. Y'all got full-blown albums out and books out. Like, who hating? Like, and then, like I said, when it comes to somebody's spiritual gift, what are you hating on that for? You ain't willing to count the cost of that gift. You didn't pay. You didn't go through what that person went through to get that anointing. And let me tell you something, it's a constant thing. It ain't no, oh yeah, a season of this person's life, they went through that. And then when they came out of it, God put the anointing on them. No. Every day, sometimes it's a perpetual thing. Perpetual means ongoing, infinite. It keep going. They ain't ready. They ain't ready. They ain't ready. I'm just telling y'all. Sweet cheeks, I hear you, baby. Jealousy is draining. Sammy, man, I couldn't be no more 100 than I am right now. I'm telling y'all the truth. Real talk. I'm telling y'all the truth. DW, my IG, the same handle I got up here on YouTube. My exact YouTube name, that's what I am on Instagram. But yeah, y'all, like I said, y'all know I've been done with the lesson, but I just want to give y'all that reminder of complaining. Don't complain. Yo, complaining, you welcome, double DW. Don't complain, y'all. It's no reason for you all to complain. Just be happy with what you got now. Your life not over. Life is not over for you. God got more for you. The year ain't even out yet. We just made August. It's going to be a lot going on in August. It's going to be some more things going on down the end of this year. Tap into what God got for you. You ain't got to complain. Make the best of your situation. You live in a household with a whole bunch of people, some of them buttholes, they bringing you drama, then you know what? You got to be the light now of that household. You got to come in and be like, all right, so we bumping heads with each other. We don't get along with each other. All right, guess what? Now we finna play a game. Now we finna play a game. And you make up the game. I don't care if your game, everybody win money, and all you got is $10. You better tape $1 on that table and get you a cup and a little ball and be like, yeah, whoever could hit this at the end, you get the $2. Baby, I'm just giving y'all better do something. You better cook a good meal because food and music bring people together. You better do somebody hair because people be mad. Sometimes people be mad because they be broke. Sometimes people be pissed off because they hungry. Cook. Somebody mad in your household, baby, you better go cook them a steak and shut their mouth. Or you could do an instant thing. I'm going to tell you, y'all live in a household where it's uncomfortable and y'all don't like living with a person, they got a lot of mouth. Okay, you don't cook them a steak, y'all better go get some peanut butter. Baby, peanut butter shut anybody up. Close their mouth, take a spoon and slam all that peanut butter in their freaking mouth. And be like, man, shut up. Stuff a donut in their mouth, stuff some peanut butter. That peanut butter be stuck at the roof of their mouth. They probably couldn't even swallow or breathe. That's how you do it. And then walk out the room and move on with your life. That's all you gotta do. Real talk. Real talk, man. You gotta make the best out of every situation. You live in a shelter? Oh, okay. Well then, if you live in a shelter and that's what you doing right now, it's a stepping stone. Let God use you while you in there. Let God use you while you in there. You don't like your car? Okay. Dress up your car. Go to AutoZone. AutoZone got some cute stuff that you can buy for your car. You could paint your car. You better paint your own car. Baby, they got tutorials. You better go on YouTube and be looking up how to paint your own car. It's stuff you better go to the junkyard. You don't like that beat up raggedy door on your car? Take your tail to the junkyard. You better go buy you a door. You better spray some glitter. You better get you some airbrush paints. You better spray some glitter on that door. You better go get you a cute steering wheel. You can make the best out of any situation. I'm telling you. That's how I look at life, man. I've been like this for a very long time. I told you, you give me a rock and a piece of cardboard, I'm going to build a mansion out of it. It's about your perspective. It's about your outlook. Kataris, you said that they didn't take a bath. Yeah, that too. People do be mad because they ain't take no shower. They didn't wash the sand off their face. Go scrub your face. Scrub your face. Scrub your neck. Wash your hair. You feel like a new person. People ain't doing that. They not doing it. And that's why they be mad. That is why they be mad, y'all. So yeah, y'all. Like I said, I just want to let y'all know, you ain't got to be complaining. Your complaining, it ain't going to get you nowhere. It ain't going to get you absolutely nowhere. I promise you. I promise you that. Y'all see I'm putting on my lipstick. So yeah, y'all, I'm done with that lesson. I'm done with it. It's still kind of early. It's still kind of early, y'all. What are y'all doing on this weekend? Because I'm going to hop off this live in a couple of minutes. But I try to check in with y'all, make sure y'all okay. Yep, sweet cheeks. Because I know I don't want to be around nobody that complain. At all. I don't want to be around nobody that complain or somebody that's just negative. Everything that come out their mouth, they just negative. Everything they say. Shakira, you said you're going to have uninterrupted time with your husband. You go, girl. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Go spend time with your man, honey. Love on each other. Because black love, we not seeing no good example of it. And you know what, Shakira, I don't even know if your husband black. I'm just assuming your husband is African American. Because I'm up here talking about black love, and you can have a white husband. You can have an Asian husband. I don't even know, sis. But I'm telling y'all, Yap Danny complaining carries a spirit. It most definitely does. It most definitely does. Count your blessings. No need for nobody to be jealous. Look what you got. Look at everything you got. You got your health. You got your strength. Your kids love you. And if your kids don't love you, I'm going to tell you how to make your kids fall in love with you. All you need to do, I told y'all this before, go buy your kids a bag of Takis and get them a hoodie. They'll fall in love with you. These kids are weird like that. That's what they want. They wear hoodies in 85, 90, 95, 100, triple degree weather. If your kids hate you and they don't like you, go buy them some Takis. Buy them a bag of Takis. Buy them a bag of Flaming Hots. Buy them a hoodie, any color. A lot of them like black hoodies. Buy them a Nike hoodie. And you good to go. Your kids will love you. And if y'all got y'all crab legs, they like crab legs. Stitch, thank you so much. Oh, Kataris, I'm happy I made your day. Y'all make my day. I had to come and check on my boobs. I had to come check on my little weasels. Art Angel, this your first time in my chat? Thank you. I'm happy you're here. Oh, Sheila, yeah, cake. They like cake too. Oh, Shakira, your husband black. Very good. Very good. Sweet cheeks, you know I ain't lying, sis. These kids, you get them some Takis, girl, they be acting a fool. All you gotta do is go to them like this. With some Takis, baby, get them some Takis. And they'll love you forever. Buy them a brand new hoodie, they'll shut their mouth. That's all they want. Oh yeah, I forgot. They like video games too. If you got a son, go buy him a video game. Buy him a video game for the PlayStation or for the Xbox. And they good. They good with that. What is he doing? One of my neighbors, y'all, he is standing here with, he got a bunch of cups from McDonald's. It looked like he just got off of work and he got like a tray of a bunch of pops. And he's standing like in the middle of the street calling somebody. I don't think he know Uber Eats drive. Maybe he a Uber Eats. I don't even know who he is. I thought it was my neighbor that I knew, but now I'm looking at him. I don't even think that's him. But yeah, y'all. Nine-hearted things. Max share. I don't know what that mean, Max share. In the language that you're speaking. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Y'all, I done messed up my hair. It was on the roof of my car. Man. And like I say, it's hot. But it ain't super hot like it normally was. Last week it's a little bit better. But yeah, y'all. I'm about to head out off the live. I thank all of you all for coming here today. If it's not too late, I might go live again today because I got another message for you all. Um, I thank you all for joining the live. I thank you all for the support. If you have shared my videos, if you have shared my lives, thank you. If you have subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I tell all of you all, if you are praying for me, thank you. I will be praying for you. I love you all. I hope you all were able to unwind here today. I hope that you all take back what I told you. Nine-hearted, oh yes, most definitely. It might take me a while, but yeah, you could go up, to accept the request, but I'll be up there. Oh, sweet cheeks, I made you laugh, sis. I try, y'all. It be way worse. This version of Kiki that y'all get when I'm up here laughing and being silly, oh my God, it's like 30 times worse in real life. I give y'all like the kid version, but it's worse. Like y'all think I'm funny. Let my brother come around. Both of us, the jokes that man crack. Oh my God! I tell my brother all the time, you need to be a comedian. I tell him now, I'm like, I have tried, because I have an older brother. He's funny too, and he talks to us all the time. He's 51 years old. He don't even look like it. And he's in the picture. If you guys look, let me tell y'all this before I end the live. If you all go look at my About tab, the pictures that I just showed you all when I was posing with my cat, and then it was me in the picture, and then you saw my mother and brother. That was an older picture of them. But women go crazy over my brother. My brother, they say he looked like Denzel Washington. I don't think my brother looks like Denzel Washington, but that's what women say. But that was like an older picture of him and my mother. But he talks to me and my brother all the time and be like, we need to open up a comedy club. He talks about this all the time because even my son is real silly. He cracks jokes all the time. And then my nephew cracks jokes. This is just something that's with several of us in the family, where it's just a high level of silliness and cracking jokes. So my oldest brother talks about that. He was like, one of his visions is for our family to open like a little local comedy club. But I tell my brother now he needs to go to, open mics at comedy clubs. They have them all around Chicago. He needs to just do some stand up. Let him get his little 15, 20 minutes. He would take off. I know he would. If the right person is sitting in there or somebody shared it, I know, because this man he's hilarious. He is hilarious. So yeah, y'all. Hey, A Ortega. How are you, sis? But yes, guys, like I said, I'm about to head out. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Again, if you subscribed, thank you. If you shared this, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for taking time out of your busy day to even tune in to me. I never tell you all when I'm going live. You all, I just pop up randomly. I never tell y'all nothing. Um, but like I said, I have my video message out there for you all. It's not for everybody, but I put up a new one a day about the street feed. A Ortega, thank you so much. Prince, hey. Shakira, hey. Rose, thank y'all. I see all y'all coming up here. Y'all saying y'all goodbyes. Well, this ain't goodbye. This is I'll see y'all later. The Lord willing. The Lord willing, y'all. But I'm about to go and take care of something for my aunt. And Danny, you have a fantastic weekend too. I might see y'all later today. You never know. If it don't get too late, and I'm not real tired, y'all might see me later tonight. You never know. You never know. But thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys. And we will definitely talk soon. So y'all be safe. And remember, stop complaining. Stop complaining. Seriously, all jokes aside, stop complaining. Start counting your blessings. Be happy exactly where you are. It's only for a season, it's not permanent. You might have that beat up house, car, apartment today, but God can do something for you and you get a brand new car tomorrow or next week. You get a promotion on your job, somebody bless you and write you a check. You just never know how God is going to move. But you got to be grateful because God is watching how you acting now where you are. If he see you complaining and you ungrateful now, I don't know, you pushing back your blessing. You pushing back your blessing. It's gonna take longer and longer because you're not appreciative of what you have now. Sierra, how do you contact me? You know what? I tell people to email me. If you go Sierra W, go into my on my channel, go into my about section, and when you look down in my bio, you'll see my email address, and we start there. And so if people want to like have conversations with me or whatever, I'll do a Zoom. Like if they want to FaceTime me, we could do a Zoom, come on Google Meet, Facebook Messenger, stuff like that. So yeah, that's how you guys contact me. Just send me an email. Or if anybody's following me on Instagram, just send me a DM. When you send me a DM, I respond to it and take it from there. Okay, guys, so I'm going to see y'all later. Love you.